What is your favorite airport in the United States? Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is a general aviation discussion. Similar to my videos about favorite airline and favorite plane to fly on, this is completely subjective and opinionated, and so the criteria that I use to determine what my favorite airports are is not going to be the same as what yours is, and that's why it's a discussion. I would like to hear what your favorite airport in the US is and why. I will also make a separate video about favorite international airport outside of the US. And I should start by saying that I have been to airports in every state except for Hawaii and Alaska. I have been to Alaska, I just haven't been to any of the airports in Alaska. So if I'm missing something by not having an experience with an airport in Hawaii or Alaska, I would love to hear about that in the comments. But here is one of my favorites, Portland. The reason that Portland is one of my favorite airports is 100% because of the carpet. This is something that I became obsessed with a long time ago, over a decade, and people still sometimes send me pictures of PDX carpet. I know that it was out of service for a little bit, but it looks like they did bring it back. There is an Instagram page that you can follow that has nothing but photos of things that relate to the carpet in the Portland airport. Another favorite is Charlotte. So my hometown is 30 minutes south of Charlotte, so it is technically my hometown home airport. But it also has rocking chairs. So I have always been a big fan of the rocking chairs. This is just one area where they have rocking chairs, and they have them throughout the airport looking out windows, so you can sit in a rocking chair, relax, have lunch, chat with your friends. The rocking chairs have probably been quite beneficial with the cancellations and the delays recently. These rocking chairs are very Southern, and it's something that has been in the Charlotte airport for decades. There's something else I really like about the Charlotte airport, but it's also something that I like about my hometown, and it's something that I've always liked about my hometown. They have a Bojangles. If you have never had the magic and beauty that is Bojangles, it is a chicken and biscuits place. I have heard that they are opening one in the state of Arizona. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is something that sort of is sprinkled across the South, and the biscuits and the chicken are just phenomenal. And fun fact, my second job ever when I was 15, I worked at a Bojangles. Actually, I worked at 2 of them. And even with that experience, I still love it so much that it helps influence one of my favorite airport choices. Number 3, Denver. I like Denver for a couple of reasons. One, it just kind of looks cool. It's huge. There's lots of options, and they have birds. Not only do they have birds, they also used to have a Qdoba, and I have not seen it since I saw it probably 15 years ago, but that sort of solidified my preference for the Denver airport in a way that probably will never go away. Okay, the last one I think is going to be contested. So, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Apparently, Cedar Rapids is the city of 5 different smells, and the only smell that I ever smelled in the airport and surrounding areas in Cedar Rapids was like oatmeal cookies. And I know that there's a Quaker Oats factory there, and so maybe every time I'd ever gone to Cedar Rapids, they were actively making oatmeal. But it stuck with me, and I loved it. So I guess this kind of confirms that whole thing that people do when they're selling a house and they bake cookies right before people arrive, that it can influence your preference for the house and make people want to buy it more. Based on Cedar Rapids always smelling like cookies, I'm going to say that is probably a good thing if you're in real estate. If you disagree with any of these choices and you absolutely despise these airports, let me know, and let me know what your favorite airports in the US are and why.